Linus Tech Tips coverage of CES 2015 is brought to you by Phantom Glass. Visit store.phantom.glass for the best darn screen protectors out there, as well as HyperX. So we're meeting in like a sketchy parking lot in downtown Las Vegas. These guys are like, they've got their booth running out of the back of a hatchback over here. Not sketchy guys at all. And this is what we're checking out. This is the ZBoard 2 Blue Edition. They're gonna have a new Indiegogo campaign up very shortly with a Blue Edition and Pearl Edition. So the Pearl is gonna have a dark deck with white wheels, and the Blue has blue wheels and a light deck. And they've actually got some differences in terms of specs as well. They both have 20-mile-per-hour top speeds, which is more. That's more than the San Francisco Special that I reviewed, isn't it? So the regular ZBoard is going to be more than their previous Special Edition in terms of top speed. They also have reductions in weight, with the ZBoard Blue being 40% lighter than the original ZBoard. So that's at 16 pounds, whereas the Pearl Edition is going to be 20 pounds, but come with additional range. So it's actually an 18-mile range, 16-mile range on this one, and 24 miles on the Pearl Edition. Now, this does come with a bit of a price increase, but ZBoard 1s will still be available, and I think for those of you who are interested in electric skateboard, the ZBoard 2 range is going to have some pretty appealing features. So feature number 1, I'm holding it. My San Francisco Special, I can barely lift the damn thing with one hand. Whereas this one, the difference in weight is astonishing. The fact that they've managed to achieve the same or better range with a weight reduction like this in a couple of years, which is as long as they've been doing business, is outstanding. And they've done this in a number of ways. Number 1, the deck is thinner and significantly lighter. It also has an upgraded design. So you can see right here that the pads are much, much larger. They don't rise up as much out of the board, and you can't see this, but they are actually significantly more sensitive when you're riding on it. Something that I do have a little bit of trouble with, especially when I'm fumbling for the brakes on my San Francisco Special. The handles are also, this one's a little bit rough, but they're curved so that you can easily lift the thing around, and you can see the weight distribution doesn't drive the edge of the board into my leg when I'm holding it so much, and that is because the battery itself has also been significantly reduced in weight, and it's also really darn slim too. So I was joking that the bottom of my San Francisco Special is like covered in marks for me bottoming out on it. Looks like it'll be much less of an issue with this bad boy right here. So there you go. Much thinner battery, more range, faster, all these are good things. Oh, right, the urethane wheels. So the urethane wheels that are available as an optional upgrade on the ZBoard 1, I actually haven't gotten my hands on any yet, but apparently they give a smoother ride, more speed, and more range. Those are going to be standard on ZBoard 2. We now get a brushless motor instead of a brushed DC motor, so that added some additional controller complexity as well as more wiring to the unit. Rear lights and front lights are now both standard and controllable, so you go ahead and click this button right here to switch between solid, blinking, and I think there's one other mode, off. Yeah, those are the 3 modes for when the thing's powered on. It's got more standard trucks, so you actually get a bit of a weight savings there as well. So they're 8mm diameter for the axles themselves versus 10mm, which is more of kind of an off-road spec, and that's what we saw on the original ZBoards. They are, wait, am I allowed to talk about that you're working on splash resistance? Well, whether I'm allowed to talk about it or not, there's a connector on the bottom that has been repositioned and is now a water-resistant connector, although I can't speak to the rest of the board. I'm sure they still have some work to do on that. And I feel like I must be missing something, because there is so much that they've changed about this guy. I think is that pretty much it? Did we get it? Oh, and it charges faster. You guys didn't even tell me that. 90-minute charge? That's outstanding. So now instead of it being kind of suitable for going to work and then leaving on the charger all day, you could actually just go hang out at a buddy's, leave it on the charger for an hour and a half, and then you're going to have a full charge when you're ready to go. Which reminds me, yes, there's actually a battery life indicator. The LED in the power button changes color now to tell you how much charge you have left. So I am super excited to hopefully get my hands on one of these and try it out for you guys in a full review. But in the meantime, well, here's our coverage of it from CES. Looks absolutely fantastic. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't miss any of our CES coverage. Remember, our trip to the show here this year was powered by Phantom Glass, the ultimate screen protector for your smartphone, Gorilla Glass for perfect clarity, as well as that nice, smooth touch feel that you've come to expect from your high-end smartphone and don't want to break by putting a screen protector on it. Visit store.phantom.glass to check that out. Also, guys, we are brought to you by HyperX. So check out their YouTube channel, youtube.com/HyperX, for great gaming content. You'll find the links for both of those in our video description. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Linus Tech Tips for more videos just like this one here at the show.